I got these beautiful, huge prawns from our seafood supplier, so I thought, let's make some Gambas Al Ajillo. This looks insane. That has got to be one of the most comforting bowls of food you can make. Now, I'm not an expert in Spanish food, but I love how comforting it is. So I invited Chef Chele Gonzalez, one of the chefs I look up to the most in the Philippines. This guy really knows what he's doing in the kitchen, and he's about to show you how he makes the perfect Gambas Al Ajillo, as well as some Pinchos. You're gonna love this one.
Hola, I'm Chele Gonzalez, and I'm going to cook today few Spanish tapas and dishes that are very common in the Philippines, but I'm going to show you few secret techniques. So obviously I'm Spanish. I have been living in the Philippines for 12 years. I had many different restaurants, some of them Spanish, some of them not at all. But today I just wanted to feel comfortable cooking Spanish food at home. So I'm going to choose a couple of things that are probably very common, or at least you know. One is going to be Gambas Al Ajillo. And then we are going to do Pinchos. Pinchos is always a slice of bread. In this case, we have a sourdough chapata, and we can have different toppings. The only thing that you need is bread and then creativity. I'm going to show you some of the preserves that we do in my Deli shop, Deli by Chele. Normally, I'm coming from a region of Spain that we have a strong culture and traditions of preserves. It can be tuna, also here pickles from the Basque Country, but we do it here in the Philippines using local produce. And then we are going to do few more other stuff. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to boil a couple of shrimps that we are going to use for the pinchos. And I will let it cook for around 5 minutes. We don't want to be overcooked. The prawns are quite big, are tiger prawns. We are going to make a nice plate of Gambas Al Ajillo. Well, this is no gambas, actually it's tiger prawn. So it's a little bit bigger than normal, but this is a beautiful product that we have in the Philippines and I wanted to use. So we just need to peel it and leave the tail part, okay? The only two things to do is, one is we leave the last part here, okay? So maybe we can eat it like this or with whatever. And then we are going to take from inside the intestines. But also don't be worried at home. You don't need to do that. What I will take a little bit is the yellow part. Okay, next one for the pinchos, we need a nice, it can be baguette or it can be a chapata. In this case, it's gonna be chapata. You can get from us in Deli by Chele, online on one of our stores. This is sourdough, pure sourdough. And then we toast it, so we want this crunchiness going there. And then we are going to cut few slices. Okay, next part is to put it in a tray and we need to toast it. So we take this beautiful toast, we are going to go to the oven till 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay, we are going to do caramelized onion. When we say caramelized onions, it doesn't mean that we are going to use sugar. The onion have a lot of sugar content, so we just need to cook it slowly, cook it for sometimes for hours. We are going to cut it in julienne, we're going to peel it. Sometimes for some elaborations, this is very typical in the north of Spain where I'm coming from. I'm from Cantabria, and for many of our sauces and traditional dishes, we use this onion that it become like this. Look at this. So this is after a few hours, so it can be also 40 minutes. So it's all natural with, the only thing is here is onion like this, a little bit of olive oil and salt, nothing else. No sugar, please. We want the natural sugar from the onion. Okay, so we have here for a few minutes, we boil it, we're going to put it in water with ice so it doesn't get overcooked. And after we're going to peel it. Okay guys, I think we have the bread ready, and this is exactly what we are looking for, crispy, but it's mushy inside. So for me, this is the perfect bread for a pincho. So what else do we need for the pincho? I give you options, but this is something that I really love. It takes a little bit of time. Don't be intimidated. Cooking Spanish food is a match to have a good red wine glass and having, during you are cooking. Slow cooking, having fun at home, enjoy. So we're going to put a little bit of salt, and it can be a little bit of sugar as well. We're going to put a little bit also of extra olive oil, Spanish, and we are going to cover with foil paper. It's like a papillote. We want that all of the air, so it should be completely covered for both sides. And we are going to cook it in 150 degrees Celsius for around 45 minutes to 1 hour. We will put it in the oven. Okay, after 2 hours of love, because time and slow cooking is a science and it's one of the most important things in cooking. We peel it after we roast it. We put it in a pan with olive oil, vinegar, a little bit of salt and sugar, and we let it confit, because it's in a very low heat and it's really confiting, it's not frying. And look, become this beautiful, it's the texture, the flavors, is sweet, sour, is salty, and this is gonna be used for the pinchos. Okay, so we have here the prawn. We're going to peel it. We are going to cut it in half here, just for the presentation, and then the rest we are going to chop. Okay, we can just cut it a little bit to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so here we have the shrimp. We have here 2 tunas that we do. Deli Chele is my latest brand. It's something that we have a test kitchen, and over the years I really like to immerse in different techniques. So we do the breads, we do the preserves. This we need a special machine to sterilize everything, and we have different flavors. This one is with tuna and citrus and fennel, so it's something innovated, but the fennel and the citrus goes very good with the tuna. And then we have the traditional one that is with olive oil that we're going to use for the different pincho. Secret to open it? Okay. Ew. Now we're going to take some of the tuna. See how pinky is inside. So this is in my region in Spain, in Cantabria, it's a big tradition of preserve, and this is like generation after generations showing these techniques. So we learn it, but the secret is to have so pinkies. You can see the tuna. We use sustainable yellowfin tuna from the Philippines, and then the fennel and the citrus goes fantastic, and it's something that it was challenging me to go to my origins in Cantabria and do something that, sometimes a chef, you go to a shop and you buy it, but when you do it in your own, something that it takes like 6 months to 1 year to age, it's a special, something magical for me. We are going to have egg, so we just take, boiling egg, and then we are going to add here. We can also chop it with you don't need a macro plane. Mayonnaise. And we are going to make a beautiful mousse for the pincho. We are going to mix, integrate everything well. Let's add a little bit of parsley, that is also very important in Spanish cuisine. So now we have the toast, again, crispy and very, very juicy inside. We are going to put the mousse in the top. It's a very traditional one. Again, sometimes can be with shrimps, it can be with other ones, but it's just really a beautiful mousse, something simple to do at home. Let's put a little bit more of mayonnaise. So we are going to set up the shrimp in the top. We are going to take another egg, just for decoration. Simple, but delicious. In the other one, again, toast our tuna from Deli. Caramelized onion. Okay, let's go to the Basque Country again, because pinchos are inspired in San Sebastian, mostly of them. We have these guindillas that we do also here, and they're a little bit spicy. The pickle will give a little bit of saltiness. Chop. Confit bell pepper, guindillas also from Deli. Okay, and we have the next pinchos. One of the most iconic Spanish tapas, Gambas Al Ajillo. In this case, tiger prawns. Where in the Philippines, we have these beautiful big prawns. First, let's put salt, okay? For 2 sides. This is the most important thing. And I usually don't tell this to everybody, but I'm going to tell it today because I want you to make the best gambas al ajillo in the Philippines, okay? A beautiful Spanish olive oil, be gently. We are going to put the garlic, and it has to be quite a lot, before we put in the heat. Why? Because we want to steal all the flavor of the garlic into the oil. So if we add the garlic like most of the people do when the oil is hot, the garlic gets burned, no flavor, no good gambas. We are going to start slowly when the olive oil is cold. I usually use in the Philippines just red chili. So I think that now is the right, and we're going to add the prawns. We don't want also the shrimp to cook it too much or too little. And this is 2 to 3 minutes, no longer than that. If not, we will overcook the shrimps. This is the color that we want. And we are going to add parsley at the end. Oh, look at this. And we are going to put it in a cazuela. Important has to be a lot of oil, because Spanish we want to eat with bread. This is how we eat it. It's like Filipinos like your rice. We like our bread. And then we are going to put this in the top. Look at this. Look at this. Some of rock salt, and the best gambas al ajillo can be done. I hope these Spanish recipes inspire you to cook tapas and Spanish food at home.